Raman Dhanot in the commentary box. Warm welcome to Vinay Kumar, who's here with me as the first ball of the match gets sent down.
Yes, good ball.
No runs for the taking there. Good afternoon, Raman. Good afternoon to all the viewers.
Come on, boys.
Expecting an interesting game here. He needs that elevation going all through the covers. This will be 4. And I'm reminded of those 3 boundaries he struck against Pakistan in that very first over. We're knocking on the doors of the national side, but this is well struck down the ground, and it will be 4. Sai Sudarshan showing that there's very, very little margin for error when you're bowling. Straight away. That's 4 more. He was waiting for it, and this time off the back foot for 4. Back-to-back boundaries to end the over. 5 gone, 22 without loss. A little uppish, and past mid-off. That will be 4. Not in the most convincing fashion, but it's 4 nonetheless for Sai.
Extra bounce on that occasion, and that's the end of the opener. Sudarshan looking to play a cut shot, does not gauge the bounce well enough. Off the edge, slices to the keeper.
Tempted Sudarshan to go for that shot. Got a faint touch. What a good catch taken by Akbar Ali. The first strike here. Big wicket.
Nicely timed and into the gap. A first boundary for Nick Jones. He's also been in good nick. End of the over, and that also brings about the end of the first power play.
Oh, he's answered that with a big shot, and he will get maximum. And that is the first 6 that we've seen in the India A innings.
Enough is enough. Let's play some aggressive shot here. Beautifully played that slog sweep.
Imperiously driven there, and that will be 4. That was imperious from Abhishek Sharma. The fluent cover drive. Possibility of that arch rivalry undergoing another metamorphosis, but this is a wicket here, and Nick Jones will have to go back to the hut. The off spinner accounting for Nick Jones. Saif Hassan gets his man finally.
Nick Jones couldn't keep the ball along the ground.
And he takes on the boundary rider. Will he get the distance? No, he won't. In fact, he'll hold out there to long off. Playing on his patience. And finally, they reap the reward. Rakibul gets his man, and Abhishek Sharma will have to go back to the hut.
Couldn't connect it nicely. Bat turned in his hand. That was the reason he didn't able to hit the big 6 here.
But they played on his patience, and look at the aggression. Look at what
they were 22 for 2 out here at the Premadasa. India have got a fight on their hands, and a good boundary this for the Indian skipper. Cut away nicely. Looking to go big is Sindhu. As he got the distance, the fielder is coming underneath it, and he snapped up. Rakibul climbs another wicket here.
Didn't get that distance. Got the height, and was very, very well judged. Look at that. Never.
Plays the aerial shot, and he will get maximum for it.
Beautiful shot. He has to perform really well in this match to India to put up some good score.
Edged, and that's gone for 4. So they will get 12 runs off this over. An expensive one from Tanzim. 30 gone, 117 for 4. Oh, he's played on here is Rayan Parag. We talked about how it was so important for him to stay out there, stitch a partnership together with the India A captain.
One more high-risk shot here from Indian batter. There was a slow ball. Didn't pick it early. Went for a big one.
Did not give away too many boundary balls now. Was there an inside edge there? No, there wasn't. It's straight on the pad. That's another wicket. Sheikh Mehendi gets Dhruv Jural out leg before.
Looks very close there. Great bowling display from Mehendi.
Driven down the ground. Struck well for 4 by the India A captain Yashdol. He ends the over with a
Off
bounce.
spinner Yuvraj Singh Dodia instead of Reddy, and Rana using the long handle there to good effect, going down on one knee and carting the
Well, he got hold of it quite comfortably and just held his pose, just facing the batter.
This time going once again, but he will find the fielder. He was looking to go once again over the onside, but could not really hit it where he wanted to.
In a difficult situation, he's trying to hit everything, slices that way up in the air, it's swirling, and it's a good catch. Oh, on the third grab. But got it, Zakir Hassan in there, and that's what mattered.
Be simple and straightforward, and nicely played away over the infield. That'll be a boundary. Good shot this from Manav Sutar. Starts off with a change of pace, but that's been hammered away over the infield on the offside. Stylish hit this from Dul.
Sit up.
Looking to play the pull, but doesn't matter. Off the top edge, he will get a boundary to end the over. All these runs count, and they will matter a lot. Pulled away, and he's hit it into the cap. That's a boundary. Nice shot that. Very good innings for India A. Nicely played away. He'll look for the second, and he will go back and get it comfortably too to get to his 50. It's been a fantastic innings this from the India A skipper. His team was precariously poised when he walked out to bat. He's held the innings together. He's consolidated the innings even as he was losing his partners from the other end, and he's done a grand job.
It's high on the bat. Lucky there, Manav Sutar, because the ball will run away for 4. Fine leg was up inside the 30-yard circle. Now, where did that ball pitch? Did that pitch outside the line? Oh, there could be a run out here. Oh, he's been run out. Has he? It's been referred to the third umpire, but just looking at the body language of the batsman and the Bangladesh A fielding side, you get a feeling that Manav Sutar may be short of his ground. And he's thrown them down very, very easily. And the confirmation will come up on the giant screen. Out it is, no doubt in that. Sutar was run out in this fashion.
It's a great pickup. And aiming at the stump is not that easy from Zakir. That is the reason Manav Sutar has to go back.
He's hit it over the infield there, and one bounce and over. Hunger Gekar gets a boundary. He does. Slower one. Picked up and hit down the ground. That's hit big. That's hit high. That's hit long for 6.
Hunger Gekar, your beauty. Pick that slow run quickly and deposit it over extra mid wicket.
That's a lusty blow. And he doesn't even look at it once it leaves the bat, just because of the sweet sound that the ball's made as it's made contact with the willow. Slower bouncer, attempted. Hasn't got the distance, has he? No, he hasn't. Rajvardhan Hunger Gekar holds out in the deep. And the catch taken easily.
Hunger Gekar was not at all required because he knew that he's going to bowl slow runs. It is not that easy when someone bowls slow ball to hit a big shot.
Driven beautifully for 4.
Exquisite display of batting from Yashdol.
Oh, and that's the reason why he's tried to go big. On the toe of the bat, it is a chance, and that will be taken. Rakibul takes the catch. And Mondal finally gets a wicket against his name.
Tried to go big, didn't get that elevation.
Yes, he was batting deep in the crease, expecting a Yorker or the fuller length delivery. Got it on the toe end of the bat, and Rakibul, at long off, just comes in and takes that catch. So finally, Yash Dul. Let's take a look at the batting card for India. Sai Sudarshan falling for 21. He and Abhishek Sharma shared a stand of 29 for the opening wicket. Then came a partnership between Abhishek Sharma and Nitin Jose, who made 17. But again, those two failed to capitalize on the starts they got. Yash Dul, a very responsible innings by the captain. 2 wickets for Sheikh Mehndi, 2 for Tanzim, 2 for Rakibul, as India A fold up for 211.
Nicely played through the gap. First runs for Bangladesh coming by way of a boundary. Good start this for them. Sheikh is providing them a little bit of confidence straight away. Smashed away through the offside behind square. He's not going to spare anything that's wide. Playing the pull shot. There's nobody out in the deep. A chase for the field at fine leg, but the ball will win the race. 3 boundaries in this over. What a stop. Smashed away. This is a brilliant shot, this behind square. 4th boundary of the innings. He's on fire, is Sheikh. Bangladesh is 16 without loss. In that Rana over. Once again driven down the ground. What's he had during the break as Naim Sheikh? Another boundary.
He's made it look so easy. Just
And 2 different forms of light merge, but that time around played with deft touch, fine, and he'll pick up a boundary.
you don't have to hit the ball hard to put it to the boundary. Just use the angle.
And cut away. Another boundary here for Tanzid. Runs are coming thick and fast by way of boundaries for the Bangladesh. Beautifully struck. There is a man out in the deep. Will he cut it off? No, he doesn't. A good effort that, but still the ball eludes him. Poor delivery this from Angar Geka. Just helped away on its way.
Swept away. 4, it's played square. The fielder was a little wider and he's picked his spot, Tanzid. Goes down the ground, and that will be for mid-on, was up inside the 30-yard circle. That's the question. Yes! Played on, and Manas Sothar has brought about the breakthrough. Naim Sheikh drags it back onto his stumps. He's disappointed. And India is striked. Ball did grip the surface and it turned back into the left-hander who wanted to go for the expansive drive. A hit away in that mid-wicket region for 4. Well struck here by...
Anticipated that turn, said there would be. Now, that was short, and it was just asking for punishment and got what the ball deserved.
Nicely driven into the gap. Another boundary here for Tanzid. And that brings up his 50 as well. He got off to a very slow start, but he's made up here. 51 or 53 for him.
First time.
Tossing it up. Is there a chance? Is it taken? It's a brilliant take this. Nitin Jose. Who else? What an effort this. For a moment, he might have misjudged it, but he made up by running in quickly and then diving just in time to complete the catch.
Take the attack to him, try to put him over the top, but what about this catch? Spectacular. Nitin Jose going forward. It's always difficult. Then tumbling and taking catch. Important breakthrough here for uncalled for.
Cut away, nicely played by the skipper. That's a boundary to end the over, and that boundary brings up the 100 of the Bangladesh A innings.
Will make you try and play those shots. Big appeal, and he's got him. Up goes the finger, sweep attempted, and he's got the positive response from the umpire.
Rahul Asher, the man who was officiating at the short leg around, looking to play the sweep shot. He might consider himself unlucky. Well, Zakir, nobody else. Cut away, and he will get a boundary. That's a nice shot to end the over.
It's in his list day career for Abhishek Sharma, but that's a bad delivery on the middle and next stump line. And it's going to be a long chase for the boundary rider.
Right.
Agonizingly close, but he doesn't get there, and that's 4. Split the reverse, and how close was that? Outstretched hands of the fielder. How close was that to being caught?
Gone straight down his throat.
But this one will, and it's a wicket for Abhishek Sharma. They were waiting for another wicket to fall, and they've managed to get it, having the
Breakthrough. Looked to go over covers. Couldn't time it properly. Straight to Nitin Jose. Easy catch.
Yuvraj Dodia starts off with a bad delivery, down leg, and easy runs. This is something that India A can ill afford.
You can't give this kind of gift to batsmen like Soumya Sarkar.
How close is that? How close is that? They have appealed, and it's been given. And I dare say, I think it's the catch that Nitin Jose has taken has been the deciding point, because the initial appeal was for a leg before. Oh, there's some heated argument there. Soumya Sarkar will have to go.
Look at the catch from Nitin Jose. Beautiful catch. They needed this wicket. Experienced Soumya Sarkar got out. That's what they wanted. Great breakthrough from Yuvraj.
Clever thinking by Nitin Jose as well. Ooh, has that been taken cleanly? Yes, the catch has been taken. And Nitin Jose again does the job. It was off the inside edge and then the pad. Everyone else was appealing, but once again, credit to Nitin Jose. Kept his eye on the ball, completed the catch, just blocking the ball.
It's been outstanding. This was his 4th catch. There was an inner edge. It's his pad.
Towering contribution. This is 4. Firmly struck for by the batsman. Comes down the track as Sheikh Mehendi and opens his account with that boundary.
Stayed low and caught the ball. Pulled away. And that'll elude the fielder. Taken. Office drive straight to the skipper. He's disappointed. Sheikh Mehendi. He's absolutely in despair there.
The run of play, a rush of blood, he tries to go over the top, doesn't make adequate contact, and despite the juggle, eventually Dole takes a very good catch. And Bangladesh with their backs to the wall now. Well done around the bowlers, the fielders.
Enterprising effort, but that results in a dismissal. The first ball, reverse sweep from Rakibul. Another wicket here for India A and for Sindhu. The 8th wicket gone for Bangladesh A. Rian Parag anticipates.
How silly was this? Very first ball, trying to reverse sweep. Always a high risk shot. That was very, very indisciplined from Rakib Al Hassan. Good anticipation, good result. India are almost there.
Once again, he picks up another wicket. This is the 5-4 for the left-arm spinner. Some just reward for terrific bowling from Sindhu here. He's picking up his 5th wicket.
Ball for Sindhu, and that's the way he got it. Sliced it, and another simple catch. The end is nigh. Bangladesh really falling apart here.
Starts his 9th over. Hit down the ground, and it beats the fielder at long off too. Powerful strike this from Mondal.
It's a better shot than a lot of
To
the...
win this game. And it high in there, the field is getting underneath it, and the catch is completed. The captain is the one who takes the catch again, and the India A side go on to the final, beating Bangladesh by 51 runs. It's been a superb effort this from the bowlers. They needed to support the batters. India and Pakistan cannot be matched, and this was the final wicket. And there goes the catch to Esdul, and that was the winning moment. The captain is delighted. He realizes the importance of getting another game on a stage like this.
The captain can take a lot of the credit. Just the way, despite that initial pressure on 2 seconds.
Bangladesh bowled out for 160. Look at that Sindhu Superb effort that from him is picked up with how they have handled the pressure here. India A put into bat, were all out for 211. Dool getting 66. Rakibul and Shak Mahedi getting 2 wickets. And then Bangladesh, they bowled out for 160. Super performance of Sindhu, 5 for 20, and Manau picking up 3.
That's the question.
Yes!
Played on. And Manas Sothar has brought about the breakthrough. Naim Sheikh drags it back onto his stumps. He's disappointed. And India is strike. Ball did grip the surface and it turned back into the left-hander who wanted to go for the expansive drive.
Will make you try and play those shots. Big appeal, and he's got him. Up goes the finger, sweep attempted, and he's got the positive response from the umpire.
Rahul Asher, the man who was officiating at the short leg around, looking to play the sweep shot. He might consider himself unlucky. Well, Zakir to win this game. And it in there, the field is getting underneath it, and the catch is completed. The captain is the one who takes the catch again, and the India A side go on to the final, beating Bangladesh by 51 runs. It's been a superb effort this from the bowlers. They needed to support the batters. India and Pakistan cannot be matched, and this was the final wicket. And there goes the catch to Esdul, and that was the winning moment. The captain is delighted. He realizes the importance of getting another game on a stage like this.
The captain can take a lot of the credit. Just the way, despite that initial pressure on 2 seconds.
स्मार्ट तो हो तुम।
जुगाड़ू है।
अच्छा?
चोरों से लड़ लेती है, झगड़े सेटल कर देती हो। हमारे बीच में कुछ भी कॉमन नहीं है।
कुछ कॉमन होना जरूरी है क्या?
The first time.
Tossing it up. Is there a chance? Is it taken? It's a brilliant take this. Nick and Jones. Who else? What an effort this. For a moment, he might have misjudged it, but he made up by running in quickly and then diving just in time to complete the catch.
Take the attack to him. Try to put him over the top. But what about this catch? Spectacular. Hitting yours, going forward. It's always difficult. Then tumbling and taking catch. Important breakthrough here for...
Ooh, has that been taken cleanly? Yes, the catch has been taken. And Nitin Jose again does the job. It was off the inside edge and then the pad. Everyone else was appealing, but once again, credit to Nitin Jose. Kept his eye on the ball, completed the catch, just blocking the ball.
It's been outstanding. This was his 4th catch. There was an inner edge. It's his pad.
Taken. Office drive straight to the skipper. He's disappointed. Shak Mahedi. He's absolutely in despair there.
The run of play, a rush of blood. He tries to go over the top, doesn't make adequate contact. And despite the juggle, eventually Dole takes a very good catch. And Bangladesh with their backs to the wall now. Well done around the bowlers, the fielders.
Enterprising effort, but that results in a dismissal. The first ball, reverse sweep from Rakibul. Another wicket here for India A and for Sindhu. The 8th wicket gone for Bangladesh A. Rian Parag anticipates.
How silly was this? Very first ball, trying to reverse sweep. Always a high risk shot. That was very, very indisciplined from Rakib Al Hassan. Good anticipation, good result. India are almost there.
Once again, he picks up another wicket. This is the fight for the left-arm spinner. Some just reward for terrific bowling from Sindhu here. He's picking up his 5th wicket.
All for Sindhu, and that's the way he got it. Sliced it, and another simple catch. The end is nigh. Bangladesh really falling apart here.
ओ भाई सनी पैसे मत जला यार
जला दिए फर्जी फोन पर प्राइम वीडियो मोबाइल एडिशन खुद का एंटरटेनमेंट फर्जी सिटाडेल दहाड़ और बहुत कुछ बस 599 में
मतलब महीने का लगभग 50 रुपए
They were 22 for 2 out here at the Premadasa. India have got a fight on their hands and a good boundary this for the Indian skipper. Cut away nicely.
Edged. And that's gone for 4. So they will get 12 runs off this over. An expensive one from Tanzim. 30 gone. 117 for 4. Driven down the ground. Struck well for 4 by the India A captain Yashdol. He ends the over with a bounce.
Starts off with a change of pace, but that's been hammered away. Over the infield on the offside. Stylish hit this from Dul. Pulled away. And he's hit it into the cap. That's a boundary. Nice shot that. Very good innings for India A. Nicely played away. He'll look for the second and he will go back and get it comfortably too to get to his 50. It's been a fantastic innings this from the India A skipper. His team was precariously poised when he walked out to bat. He's held the innings together. He's consolidated the innings even as he was losing his partners from the other end. And he's done a grand job.
Driven beautifully for 4.
Exquisite display of batting from Yashdol.
ओ भाई सनी पैसे मत जला यार
जला दिए फर्जी फोन पर प्राइम वीडियो मोबाइल एडिशन खुद का एंटरटेनमेंट फर्जी सिटाडेल दहाड़ और बहुत कुछ बस 599 में
मतलब महीने का लगभग 50 रुपए
Straight away on the money. Sahana Arachige with a left-hander on strike. It looks to hit it more straighter, but the ball goes off an inside edge, and that's because of the movement back into the right-hander. But still very effective because Farhan gets a boundary. Oh, he tends to swing it across the line and he'll get a boundary. Perfect swinging length. It was almost full and the horizontal shot was in play. Bowled him. Didn't come on. Really didn't come on. That's the first sign of this surface. Just take a look. Perfect length to pull Sana, but it didn't arrive and it also stayed down.
Pitch staying low, that's why I was talking about keeping the stumps in play. It didn't come at all. Hitting the off stump, Sahibzada Farhan was already through with his shot. The only good thing...
Nicely driven, nicely driven. What a lovely shot that is. Not the most, not the easiest shot to perfect the on drive. And I'm not talking about an on drive that goes straight. On drive slightly wide. 28 for 1. So nudge down to third man. That's gone for 4.